You have some fairly complex queries that you're going to be performing on this database. One is going to be required for the Walker schedule. So the Walker schedule is going to include data from all 4 tables, and this is where the beauty of access come in. You'll notice that in table client we have the client ID. In table pet we have a field called C number, which is the client ID. Then we have in table pet the walker number and the walk time, which are included in table walk and table walker. We need to link these fields, and to do that we're going to set up relationships. So in Database Tools, select Relationships. And we're going to ask them to show the tables and select Control-click to select all of the tables. Now, we said we have client number here and client C number in table pet. When I had to import that table, I made a mistake. So bring up the design view of table pet and change the data type or field size on C number to long integer. That's the same field type as table client's client number. Once you've done that, click on client number and drag over to C number. You can see that we have table client and client number, and the related table is table pet C number. Now we want to enforce referential integrity so that all of the fields remain the same. So if we change client number, then C number is going to change as well. And you can also see that we have a relationship type of one-to-many. So you can see that we have one client, but the client can have many pets. So we have a one-to-many relationship. The next thing we want to do is select walk time in table pets, drag it up to walk time code. Again, select referential integrity, and it's a one-to-many relationship. We have one walk time code, but we can have many walk times in table pet because there's lots of pets and there's lots of different walk times. The next thing is walker number. Click there, drag it to walker number in table walker, enforce referential integrity, and we have a one-to-many relationship. So we have one walker in table walker, but we have many walker numbers in table pets because we have many pets. This is the beauty. We don't want to store the first name and last name of the walker in table pets because we'd be storing the same data over and over and over again. And that's where you get into problems with errors on data entry as well as on reports. So we have our client number to client number, a one-to-many relationship, one client, many pets. Walker number, one walker number in table pet, many walker numbers in table pets to one walker number in table walker. One walk time code, but many walk time codes in table pets. So we close this and we save our relationship. The next thing we want to do is look on page 102, and we're going to create a query that's going to produce this report. Once again, I can't hold control here. You're going to have to select table client, table pet, table walk, and table walker. Now you can see your relationships remain. So you only have to set those relationships up once. So look at your report, and the first thing we want is the last name of the walker. So we go here to last name and table walker, double click. Then we need the walker code, the time code, double click. Then we need the client last name, double click. The pet name, the address of the client, and the city, as well as the phone and e-phone. When you run this query, you're going to get the last name of the walker the walk time code, and all of the data that we asked for. Notice that the walker last names are together, so we can tell which walker is walking which time for which pet. We close this and let's save this query as QRY Walker Report. The next thing we're going to do is to create a report. Now, pay attention. We're going to use the report wizard, which does most of the work for you. Automatically, it comes up and says we're going to use our query Walker report. And we know that we want all these fields on our report. So click the double arrow and it will select all of the fields. Now, we want this sorted and looked at by table walker. So all of our walker names are together. So it automatically asks how we want to view our data, and we want to view it by table walker. We don't want any grouping levels because we've already got it grouped by walker last name. However, your book tells us that we want to sort it. It wants a secondary sort on the walk time code and based on the client's last name. So the walk time code ascending and the client's last name ascending. Now we can see how we want our report to look. Stepped is fine, block looks a little different, outline looks a little different. Let's use stepped, and your book tells you to use landscape orientation. So we're going to name this RPT. No, I wanted that lowercase. Walker report. And we're going to preview the report. So there it is. By walker last name. Sorted, as we see, by walk time, and then by client last name. Now, you can edit this. You're going to have to edit this heading. It tells you to do that, and I want you to use the help screen or the help file up here in the question mark to actually edit the report.